Nearly ready to go. Off we go then with Plymouth Argyle, bottom of the championship, kicking from right to left in their green and whites against Liverpool, top of the Premier League, 6 points clear with a game in hand, top of the European Champions League qualifying group. They are the nation's supreme side at this moment in time. It'll be an early feel of the ball perhaps for Conor Hazard from Downpatrick in Northern Ireland. There was that hero of Celtic's Scottish Cup win when he saved 2 spot kicks in the shootout. And a first comment during play with his thoughts on how it's going to go. We might have to wait for Stuart Robson because Plymouth are on the attack here and look for Hardy, and it was blocked by Joe Gomez, and the pressure is still on. Should be cleared away here for Liverpool by Chiesa doing defensive duty. And the pressure is still on. Here's Darko Kiabi. Well, that's start by Plymouth.
That's exactly what Arne Slot was talking about before the game. We've got to deal with the direct style of play. They didn't on that occasion. Undu wins the first ball. It's flicked on. It just took a bit too long, Hardy, to get his shot away. But good start from the home team.
Julio Plegazuelo from Palma, Mallorca, will take this throw in. It will be long. Away by Gomez. Tsimikas got to the second ball. The pressure is still on. Should be cleared away now then. And indeed it is by Tsimikas. There'll be a throw in to Liverpool for this much changed team. But Gallagher, Gomez, Endo, all internationals. Once under 21, Tsimikas is an international. Chiesa, of course, like was Jota, Diaz. There can be no excuses for Liverpool today, even with this change side, Stuart.
Absolutely not. Just looking at the formation, Conor is going to play at right back, and Gomez is going to play at centre half. So a change to what was thought to be the lineup for Liverpool. And you can see McConnell will at times go into that midfield area, as is the want of most coaches from their fullbacks these days.
Endo will play in midfield. Has played at the back. Endo did so against Accrington in the last round, and they won by 4 goals to 0. Fuelo leaves it to the goalkeeper. Seems to be playing at the centre of the back 3 for Plymouth. That's their normal formation. He has improved the mood of optimism here, Miran Muslic, after Wayne Rooney's troubled end to his race. Started quite well. Chance for Liverpool here. Diaz. No support. Shot from Nioni is blocked. And cleared away. Trade Nioni. His 5th game of the season. Had cameos against Brighton away in the League Cup, which they won. Southampton away in the League Cup, which they won. Accrington in the last round. Played 12 minutes. His only disappointment so far was 27-minute run out at PSV when they lost.
Certainly a talented player, Nioni. He's going to play through what I would call an inside left position for Liverpool.
Here's Diaz. The Harvey Elliott. Tsimikas. Elliott trying to cut the ball in to the penalty area. Dundu couldn't run it away initially, but will do now. He's a powerful man, difficult to shrug off it. Born in Freetown, Sierra Leone, 6 foot, big powerful striker. They look for Callum Wright coming in off the other side.
That was a worry really for Liverpool. He played down the side. I just wonder whether Gomez pulled up there. Seemed to stop running. Still gone down, but he gave up on it.
Well, his last appearance was on the 29th of December. He picked up a hamstring injury. There has been trouble, hasn't he, really, throughout his career with problems. He's 27 now, Joe Gomez. He's played less than 275 games in his career at club level. Simicast will take the throw in. His last success in this competition came up 3-4 years ago now. Last of 8 triumphs. But I'll remember that they went out at this stage 2 years ago at Brighton 2-1. Elliott. Day for Chiesa. It's not happened for him. I know he's had the injuries. Stuart had a muscle strain, kept him out for 3 months, but it's not happened for him, has it?
Yeah, frustrating there. He's offside when he shouldn't be, really. See, right across the line. You know he's a talented player. You've covered a lot of Italian football over the years, so have I. When he was at Juventus, before that Fiorentina, he really was a talent.
The same player since he had the cruciate knee ligament injury at Juve. Up and away by Charles Quansah. He was Mustafa Bundu. He's got 4 goals this season. He's only having his 4th start today.
I'm sure Gomez isn't fully fit here. He knows it as well. He chased that ball and gave up on it. Then when the ball was going back to Kelleher, intervenes.
There's a wretched look on the face of Joe Gomez. He has had such bad luck with injuries.
He's trying to run it off, or hoping it's something other than a pulled muscle. He certainly doesn't look happy at all.
Quansah, actually a veteran in this side at 21, approaching 50 games for the club. Simicast, Greek international. A bit of pressure on there from right. Randall came to close down as well. It's a free kick for his charge.
He had a difficult start to the season, didn't he, Quansah? Just caught, as you said, by Randall there. He was taken off in the very first game by Arne Slot against Ipswich, saying that he didn't win enough of his duels. Struggled to get back into the team since then.
Randall, one of the 2 big Plymouth characters in the side. Plymouth born, this is his 161st game for the club. Club he joined when he was 10, he's 23. The other is Ryan Hardy, who's played over 230 games for the club up front. So, fouled by young Leone.
They are going to, I think, have to make the change here. Arne Slot talking to one of the substitutes.
But he kept his big guns away from this one. They've got Everton coming up in the Merseyside derby, the rearranged game in midweek. And poor old Joe Gomez, you have to feel for him, Stuart, here.
It was in the 3rd or 4th minute that he had to make that run down the side, and as he was making the run, he pulled up. It's a real blow. Gets a chance. And lasts just 8 minutes.
Well, they do have an option from the bench in one of their youth team products. Amara Nalo may well come on. You might remember his name because he came on recently in the European Champions League final group game against PSV. He was sent off within 4 minutes. What a wretched sight this is. Well, they wouldn't have taken a risk with him because they've worked patiently to get him fit again for this. But hamstring injuries are so very, very fickle.
And quite often, I know from experience, it's not always the hamstring that's the problem, it's somewhere else that keeps causing the hamstring to go or tear. You can see the frustration in his face, desperate to play today, desperate to get a chance in the side.
Well, he was part of the team that won the competition in 22. He didn't make the starting lineup. Gomez departs and passes on the captain's armband as well. How proud he looked in the tunnel wearing that armband. A travelling band of Liverpool fans here today, about 2,000 of them. So off he goes. It's Mabaya who comes on, Isaac Mabaya. Now, at youth team level, he's more of a right back or defensive midfield player, and he's come on in the right back position. McConnell has shifted again, and here's Bundu. It's a corner kick. Liverpool bidding for an offside flag that didn't come.
He's had a good start to the game, Bundu. And the first ball in the air. He's made a couple of runs down the side. Looks athletic, looks aggressive. Good start from his team.
Kick will be taken by one of the new players, Timotusz Pukac, Polish international. This is his 6th start since coming to the side on loan from Holstein Kiel. Testing there for Kelleher, punched down, hit smartly by Darko Kiabi. Plymouth tenacious.
And that looked to be a good strike from the midfield man, Kiabi, as it comes out to him on the edge of the box here. What a great punch from Kelleher. If you're not going to punch, you've got to get height and distance on it. So he strikes it really well, and it comes off Harvey Elliott.
We've seen Premier League sides struggle to win 4th round ties this weekend. Mabaya, 20 years of age, making his debut for Liverpool. Born in Preston, medical for Zimbabwe, his parents come from there. Made by Jota, but at the moment it's Plymouth who are dominating the ball. And Liverpool playing a cagey game. Trying to silence the crowd though, the longer it goes on. Here's Lucas Diaz. He's part of the 22 triumphant squad.
Just going back to what you were saying about the formation, McConnell's now gone into central midfield. Here he is on the ball, and Endo has gone back into the centre-half position, where we thought he was going to play right at the start.
McConnell is more known in Liverpool as a central midfield player. And a half an hour run out against Accrington in the last round. And a brief run out against Southampton in the Carabao Cup, the League Cup. And he started against PSV. Here's Tsimikas. He just struck the cross.
Certainly a player that likes to get forward, Tsimikas. He's been putting Robertson under a bit of pressure this season. There's the man that's now got the captain's armband. There goes Jota.
4 players now on the pitch who are part of the 22 squad. Scored in the shootout. As it clears away. Look for Jota. Katic was there to get it out. There was a back in then, and that was Katic. Elliott. Again, untidy in possession there. It seems like yesterday that he became Liverpool's youngest ever FA Cup player. It was 5 years ago when they played Everton. In the 3rd round he was 16. And he's a problem now. And it's Leguithuelo. No, it's not him. Who is that down? Katic is he the player that got the bump on the head a few moments ago? Yes, it was.
But from his own player, Randall was backing in. Katic wanted to go and win the ball. Just looking at this first few minutes, an interesting role that Katic has got. He's part of a back three, but quite often he's stepped into midfield to go and try and pick up one of the Liverpool midfield players. Then he gets himself back into the back three. So he might have lost a tooth.
He crunched into his own teammates. On loan from Zurich is Nikola Katic.
Yeah, the bench are having a little chuckle here. So was Harvey Elliott, because Katic has lost a tooth. Give more one of yours, JP.
It's funny though, isn't it? Players and the humour sometimes in the game, you'll know about it. It's so dark, and it's always humorous to players when they see an injury like this, unless it's suffered by themselves. It's okay. Played for Croatia and Bosnia at international level. Made his debut for Bosnia against England back last summer. And England's 3-0 win. Played in the UK before, was at Rangers, won the league with them. Konsa, and here's Mabaya.
I did hear a bit of trivia about losing a tooth. If you put it in milk, a little while it protects it, and you can put it back in at some point. Or the dentist can put it back in.
Too far ahead of Callum Wright. Just feeling the gap with his tongue. We've all done that, haven't we, when you've lost a tooth. Yoni. Let's see where McConnell is now. High by Endo. This one pulled by Chiesa.
It's a decent run from Chiesa. He's not just going to stay wide, he's looking to make that diagonal run. Behind Jota.
And the Italian Cup a couple of times, Chiesa. That's a yellow card for Trainioni.
Miscontrolled the ball, and trying to win it back, committed the foul. Just stamps on the foot of Randall. So he'll be under a bit of pressure for the rest of the game. He's 17 minutes gone.
Only 17 years of age, the England under 19 international. And his 2 games at that level this season.
This is what Plymouth do. It's a free kick in their own half, but the centre-halves have all gone up. Randall, the free-kick expert, will play it into a dangerous area. Liverpool are going to have to defend it.
High up towards that far side. Looking for the challenge. Stood up to the challenge as well. Randall then high hook. And Konsa away for Liverpool. And again, Elliott. Looking for Luis Diaz. He's not really gone into the game. Had a great deal of supply of the ball out wide on that far side. Frustrating tie so far for Liverpool. And 17 for Plymouth, 17 defeats in 33 games in the whole. Probably the best rated team in Europe. I think if Plymouth win this today, this is going to be right up there with one of the great FA Cup shows.
Considering they've been in such poor form. What a good goalkeeper he's been for Liverpool whenever he's come into the side, Kelleher. Calm goalkeeper.
Is he the best cover goalkeeper in the Premier League, do you think?
I think he has to be, for the performances he's made when Alisson has been injured or in the cup games.
Followed by Hazard, 8 times capped by Northern Ireland. Offside, free kick for Liverpool. dependable. It's one or two high-profile errors. Had 3 clean sheets in 4 Champions League games this season, 8 in all. Richie keeps a clean sheet every other game. Current form, that is. Ryan. Concept. 10 Liverpool youth team products in the matchday squad today.
Didn't have to get it into the front players with any sort of quality so far, Liverpool. Not a possession in these sort of areas, but where's that next pass into the likes of Jota and Diaz and Chiesa?
Tsimikas. Well placed to win the Premier League. They're through to the last 16 of the Champions League, through to the League Cup final, chasing a quadruple, but it's fair to say he's taken a big chance with this team lineup today as they look for the run there of Diaz. And momentarily got him behind. Solid defending there.
The air of getting back just about did enough. Had Diaz stayed on his feet, he might have been in. He's playing on the right-hand side of that back three. I think he's quite pleased with himself.
Grown his hair long in the last 12 months. Used to have a almost shaven head. Ukraine international, current Ukraine international as well. So from Lask of Linz, their record signing. Liverpool was 73% of the ball. That doesn't surprise you, but they've not created anything. Perhaps does. Here's Timotej Pukac.
Just overhit that one again. As soon as the Plymouth player gets time on the ball, they've got 3 runners trying to get in behind Liverpool.
Right, Pukac is wide. Comes across. Konsa equal to it and gets it away. Touchdown of the season for Joao Konsa. Speaks very eloquently about the game. Muslim speaks very decent English. Was at Cercle Bruges before the move to Plymouth. A good spell there. It was his best spell as a manager, actually. Took him to Europe. Finished 4th last season. Even looking at from this season, his contract was terminated in December. Great loyal support from the Green Army. Argyle, till I die, they're singing. Here's Jota. Mabaya.
Chelsea a couple of years ago when they met at Stamford Bridge, the away support from Plymouth was absolutely brilliant. It was a very tight game. Chelsea just edged it in the end.
Semi-final of this competition in 83-84 and Watford beat them into round 5 only twice since then. It's the aim to that. Diaz over the midfield, McConnell, Chiesa really up to the pace of the game. He had one good run in behind, wasn't fouled. £10 million. It seemed as a snip then when they got him in August. Just hasn't replicated that form of earlier on in his career at Fiorentina and Juve. Pressure on Sorinola, unfair. A challenge on the Lambeth-born right back.
He does well just to stick his leg across the challenge of Diaz. Sorinola, he's playing as the right wing back. I'm sure he agrees either with the decision or the fact that Diaz had a cheap free kick away.
header down there by Bundu, didn't come to anything. Sorinola. Now Mustafa Bundu. Shimikans forces the throw in against a team that's had such a dramatic history, really, over many, many years. This was a team that beat Uruguay in the 20s, the national team 4-0. This was a team that beat Pele and Santos in 1973. This was a team that nearly went out of the league in 2001. Paul Sturrock kept them up, started the climb back up. Sorinola. It goes by Endo. Liverpool have got Everton coming up in the week. Plymouth have got Millwall at home, then Blackburn away. And 3 matches following that they really need to do well in. Luton away, relegation rivals. Cardiff at home likewise. Hull away likewise. Lose all 3 of them, you can't really see much hope for them staying up. Now here's Chiesa, to which he can travel. Beneficiary of a bounce. Elliott is there. And now Mabaya. And McConnell. Regulars together in the Premier League 2 side. That's the Premier League for younger players. Constant. Just beginning to get a rhythm now, Liverpool. Elliott. Going to step forward 10 yards or so. Endo. Elliott tries to release to Tsimikas. It was clear.
It's been too much in front of Plymouth so far from Liverpool. They've got lots of possession, but no real threat at the moment.
27 gone, 0-0, and a shot on goal. The one from Gabi was blocked. There's Quansah. And the experience of 67 Japanese internationals under his belt. The cup in Japan with Urawa. Quansah. Just pulled out wide.
He does like to step out with the ball, Quansah. It's a great effect there. Came out, played it wide, continued his run. They got it past that first player. I think Quansah would have been in.
There's Elliott. Tsimikas. To Diaz. Running out of play.
Still putting that tongue between his teeth. Centre-back. It's a fairly new back 3, isn't it?
Venezuela's been a regular. Started the last 8, but the 2 new signings have come straight in with their experience. Players have arrived at Plymouth in the last 2 windows for 5.2 million. Liverpool have brought in 3, 40 million. Chiesa. Just to put some context in the game, Plymouth's squad is worth 30 million and Liverpool's is worth 880. Chiesa. Chiesa's never been lightning quick, but he has had a significant step up in pace to go beyond defenders. I wonder if he can do it now.
I hope he can, because he's an exciting player to watch. But he's a player that has divided opinion over the years. When he was playing in Italy for the national team. Be a little bit temperamental, I think it's fair to say. Not all the players particularly happy when he makes 1 or 2 decisions with the ball.
He had a very good Euros, didn't he, when they won it in England? There's Talavierov.
And even in that, he wasn't always the regular, was he? He came into the side and out of the team.
Straight from Bundu. He's a handful. Trying to release it through to Callum Wright. Shot by Pugac was blocked. Here is Chiesa.
Bundu is a real handful at the moment. He's winning balls in the air, he's battling centre halves, running down the side. A good first 30 minutes here, centre forward.
Started against West Brom at the weekend. On the bench in the previous round at Brentford. It was a well-deserved victory, they played really well there. Sierra Leone international is Bundu, and he played the other side of the Tamar for a while. He played at Newquay down in Cornwall. Endo ducks his head. He's right.
Wins the first ball against Simicas, bundles his way through the second. Speculative effort from Pugac, but he's got a good left foot.
Off Chiesa. Now a little touch up wide to Timotesh Pugac. It's a dangerous cross in. And they just stooped to get it away. McConnell completes the clearance. Here's Chiesa. Best of first touches. And gobbled up there he was by Pleguezuelo. And gets it away. Really sticking for Liverpool at the moment when they get to the halfway line. Plymouth full of tenacity.
Those stats that we're talking about in terms of possession are misleading, aren't they? Because Liverpool have created absolutely nothing. They've struggled to get it into their front players. Fairly comfortable for Plymouth so far. If there's any half-sight goal, it's been up the other end.
We knew he'd made changes. There's the action areas, look. Bundu, strong, still going. Might have been a foul in there. Someone's lost his boot. Liverpool look for Diaz. Well taken. And he'll run Sorinola. Nioni. Elliott. Up on the edge of the penalty area. Might not have been Katic, though. Talavierov was alongside it.
The crowd are still booing. They thought it might have been a penalty up the other end. Again, he caused problems that time against Simicas. Some hope here for Plymouth.
Elliott. His goal in this tie absolutely vital. Leeds went ahead here. Before the repeat last season, Plymouth heads went down. Kwanzaa strokes the pass. Chiesa. Elliott's there with him. He comes across from Mabaya. One in the middle by Katic. And Hardy gets it away. And he's got 66 goals for the club since joining from Blackpool. What I was going to say, Stuart, we knew he was going to make changes, but he has no great options from the bench. We'll just see this chance again here. Was it a penalty?
Probably not. Both players fighting for the ball. It's a risky challenge though by Simicas. Just that right arm, and then the left arm comes into the way of Bundu.
What do you make of that point? There's no experience really on the bench for Liverpool at all.
Yeah.
If things go wrong.
And they're certainly not going right for them at the moment. It's a massive gamble, I think, that Arne Slot has taken. Yes, I know they're doing very well in all the other competitions, but even though Plymouth are 24th in the Championship, bottom of the table, they can pose a threat with their physicality, with their style of football. It's quite difficult for a young side to deal with that. problem so far has been they haven't been able to create anything up the other end. Seeing nothing of Jota, seeing nothing of Diaz. Chiesa looks off the pace.
Does have Darwin Nunez on the bench and Curtis Jones, but Trent Doherty is there. Mabaya's already on. Amara Nala, Ngamoa is there. James Norris, Rano Young on the bench for Liverpool. Came through the youth team ranks like this young man. And Connell, Elliott on his shoulders today. Cleared away by Katic, who looks a good signing at this level for Plymouth. Oh, that's a testing shot palmed away by Hazard. That's the best we've seen from Liverpool.
Well, a lot of it took a deflection. O'Connell, the midfield player, getting his shot away. Just have another look. It's a comfortable save for him. See whether there was a deflection from this side. Yes, there was. Of Giabi. Actually slowed it down, made it an easier save for the goalkeeper.
Nothing on target in the game. Tsimikas now with the cross. Away by Pedro. Some Palma Mallorca, Catalan name, Spanish under-18 international back in the day. Used to be at Arsenal.
Very good season last year, didn't he? Kwanzaa, when he came in. Some really good games, looked a top quality centre-half. It's quite been the case this season.
Still young, just turned 22. Last week it was, and the week before, England under-21 international. And he's qualified for Scotland and Barbados and Ghana. His family away there then by Talovjerov. It's been a 2 million Talovjerov, that's their record signing. Tsimikas. Here's Trenion. Diaz. Kept quiet so far. Jota bundles his way through. An attempted cross was blocked by Katic.
He described it very well. Bundled his way through here, didn't he? Hits it against the defender, then gets beyond him. Last bit of defending by a man without the tooth. Katic just stepping across here. You can see him coming across the 25. He's the player that gets the block in, stops the cutback to Diaz.
Liverpool's first corner. They've been toothless so far. 7 to go in the half. Tsimikas plays short. Gets it back. Plymouth stayed in. And diving header away.
Well, that wasn't the most convincing of set plays, was it, by Liverpool?
Still got blood on his lips. Referee might need to check that. Diaz, here's Harvey Elliott, shooting opportunity. And coming very quick to block it was Maxim Talovjerov.
I saw something in the box. I think there was a couple of players went to ground.
They love a folk hero down in Plymouth, and Talovjerov may well become that in this rearguard action to keep them in the league. Look at that. They love that down here.
I like celebrating when he makes a challenge as well, didn't he? Talovjerov. Shot of the player that was penalised in the box. Just here. There we go. Walo is the player he challenged. There's Kenny Dalglish.
King Kenny. Certainly one of the greatest players I've ever seen from the British Isles.
Also had a massive job, didn't he, when he took over as a player from Kevin Keegan, who had been an absolute hero Nobody thought that Keegan could be replaced, but Kenny Dalglish came in, was equally as good, if not better.
Very early on he scored that winning Champions League goal against Bruges at Wembley. Not quite the best I've seen on these particular islands we have. Georgie Best would have been the best I've ever seen on an international.
Just before my time, JT. So.
There's a veteran there. Kukac should take this from 15 times he's played for his country in Poland. He's only at Holston Kiel 4 months before he moved on loan. Hoisted down the line to him, Kukac in the cross clear. So once again, it stays 0-0, 4 minutes to go in the half-time stoppage time.
Been fairly energetic down this left-hand side. Kukac. Got to be pleased, haven't they, with their team's first half performance? I haven't seen too many good performances this season.
Certainly a cut in the air. That's why you can see the overcoats, 1 or 2 in shorts there. It's a bold fashion choice, but there is spring in the air in the southwest. Comes out here for the shot by Gabi.
Yeah, this is what Arne Slot was talking about before the game. It's all about the second ball. And it's the second time that he's got to the ball first and had a strike. Gabi. Giota was the player that was actually Harvey Elliott that was the closest player to him that didn't react quickly enough.
Second spell on loan from Leeds. First arrived a year ago and then came back in the summer. Scored in December against Middlesbrough's only goal for Plymouth. A decent result, that 3-3. They have had decent results. I mean, apart from the Brentford victory, they beat Sunderland, they beat West Brom, promotion chasers. They've had their disasters away at Cardiff 0-5, Bristol City 0-4.
Nabaya getting a yellow card there. Can't do that. Keep the ball away. Controls it just as they were about to take it or get on the ball, he kicks it away, so he's a player under pressure now. Two Liverpool youngsters in the book. High hoist in there by Plekwa-Thwelo. Offside. Quite clearly offside when the ball's played back in. Just got to work a bit harder to get back onside. No VAR interruptions in the FA Cup 4th round. It's been quite fun. I commentate on games where there haven't been the interruptions. On the other hand, it's almost been like an advert in favour of VAR because of the Manchester United late winner against Leicester, which was clearly offside. There was certainly Chelsea had a cause to grumble about Brighton's winner yesterday. Seemed to hit a hand, well, it did hit a hand on the way through. From Tarek Lamptey, in the Premier League it would have been disallowed. 1 or 2 others, but otherwise, Stuart, I think it's been great fun. Absolutely. Some really good cup ties as well. I was at Leyton Orient yesterday. That was an excellent game, great atmosphere, good old-fashioned cup tie. City put under a lot of pressure. Newcastle under pressure, Birmingham came through. And Liverpool here struggling to get on top. Although it has to be said, Kevin Keller has not had a save to make. It's Wataru Endo. Both centre-backs predominantly right-footed. Here's Tsimikas, mainly left-footed of course, and here's Mabaya. Chiesa. 2 men on him. Mabaya is in support. England under 17, but he's been called up by the Zimbabwe senior squad in the past.
Nyoni. To stoppage time, Chiesa. 3 minutes of stoppage time to play, couldn't keep it in play.
It was racing across the turf, wasn't it? Seemed to pick up some pace. He's staying on side on this occasion. He was always getting away from him. That's the best he could do, really.
When he was asked about the introduction of Chiesa today, Arne Slot wasn't over-exuberant in his praise. He sort of dodged the question, didn't he? But he was suggesting, perhaps if you read between the lines, that Chiesa needs to up his industry rate.
Yeah, he spoke generally about how they were going to have to play against Plymouth today, and he was looking for players to stand up and be counted, and going to have to win the knockdowns, going to have to work hard, going to have to be team players. The initial question was, what are you looking for from Chiesa today?
He dodged it diplomatically. Very affable, he's enjoyable when you speak to him. As was his predecessor, of course. Elliott looks for Diaz, away it goes. Kiabi heads on. Smikas. Plymouth quick to smother him over there. So you see the effect that Muslic is having.
There looks to be a real togetherness about the team at the moment. 5 games to get a win. That win against West Bromwich Albion, come from behind win as well.
He really didn't have a bad start. It was the 6 defeats in 7 leading up to his dismissal that really cost him his job. And 2 of those were heavy: Norwich away, Bristol City away, Coventry away. 14 goals conceded in those 3. But he might argue that most of the 5.2 million spent by Plymouth this season has been spent in the last window. And he didn't have that sort of finance. Elliott, first touch, gets it back again. Oh, says the referee, good use of the advantage. Here's Endo. Now Luis Diaz. Seconds remain in the first half stoppage time period. Just need to hold firm, take it in 0-0.
Muslic said a good comment in the first half when he said, before the game, where he said, we've got to play and enjoy defending. That's exactly what they've done there.
And Arne Slot's Liverpool frustrated here in the first half.
Now,
as you know, slow learner. Liverpool about to get something underway. Here we go then in the second half. 0-0 at the break. Liverpool in the white and the black shorts made the one change in the half, with Maguire coming on for the injured Gomez. No further changes at the break. No changes for Plymouth Argyle either. They've been feisty, competitive, well organised, really well disciplined under the new coach, Miran Muslic. He had an 18-year, 9-club playing career, actually in the lower divisions. Austria, played in Germany. He wasn't a great success as a coach till he went to Cercle Bruges in September of 2022.
we heard him speak before the game. It was a good interview that he had. It was very positive.
And that's the effect he's had on this football club and this city, galvanising them, giving them belief that they can still stay up their bottom. 25 points in the Championship, a couple of points off Luton and Derby, 4 points off Hull, still tight enough down there. It's Chiesa. Liverpool expect more from him in the second half. He managed to force his way through. Here's Elliott, too high for Jota, who hasn't been in the game at all. Plymouth look to release Callum Wright. Played high on the ball there, look. The player's body comes across there from Tukac too far through the penalty area.
Got his weaker right foot on that occasion. Showed in the first half he's got a good left foot. The left wing back, Pugat, the Polish international.
For 9 minutes, the Community Stadium in Brentford, that 1-0 win. Whittaker got the goal. He subsequently left the club, of course. Sold off to Middlesbrough for £6 million. Gibson, the midfield player, gone as well. Preston. Pugac. Bundu started off the second half on the left, having done most of the first half on the right. Smart defending by Konsa. There's the seconds for the throw.
Say about Plymouth in that first half, they made it very difficult for Liverpool. Made the pitch seem quite small, very compact, very tight. No space for Liverpool to play in the middle of the pitch and top third.
Winding up order against Plymouth in 2011, I think it was. The arrival of Simon Habit as major shareholder 7 years ago, absolutely crucial in August 2018. Chance of fortunes of this club back in the second tier in 2023 for the first time in 13 years, trying to stay there.
Very frustrating afternoon for Chiesa so far. He's to prove to the Liverpool fans and kind of slot what he's capable of. Very little of that in the first half.
Opportunity here to create with Callum Wright. Has a look up, and it's deflected up and over his bar by Endo. Flashing goalwards.
Good play from Wright. So good play from Bundu again. Gets it onto his right foot and a good strike. Not gone anywhere off Endo's head. Just been bending it. Kelleher would have had it covered.
Only Endo's fourth start since October. Turns 32 today. Simicas.
They followed Liverpool on their pre-season tour in the US, and Endo was one of the players, the senior players that were with that group. So he didn't have a particularly good time making impression on a slot. He's played too many games in the midfield for Liverpool. Premier League games have been exceptional. Gravenberg, Soboslai, Jones, all been excellent.
A player that tends to slow possession down a bit in midfield when he plays in their defensive midfield player, can play a little bit higher as an orthodox central midfield player. The back here today where he's played before. Simicas, get a replacement for Andrew Robertson. So many of those who beat Tottenham convincingly in the week in the League Cup semi-final second leg didn't make the journey. Rested for the Everton Premier League Merseyside derby in the week. New generation of players here today then for Liverpool by and large. Mateusz Pugac with the throw. I'd say the danger signs are flashing for Liverpool, Stuart. It's proving an increasingly uncomfortable afternoon.
Particularly when they've got possession, they've created very little. They've had lots of possession in bad areas.
He's Hardy. Held it up decently, not a great ball back. Switch pass by Randall. He's behind Sorinola. He's kept it there. Promise to a lot of the Plymouth attacks, but no end product at all. Still, Kevin Kelleher's not had a save to make. His 9th game in the FA Cup, as Stuart was saying earlier on. He's very much the goalkeeper. Sorinola with the throw. Right there by Nioni. Fields penalty given. Handball by Elliott. Looks bewildered. There won't be a VAR check, of course. What a moment this could be.
Well, there's no doubt about it. He puts his arms above his head. Kiabi tries to play the ball back into a dangerous area with an overhead kick. Puts his arms up, hits him on the hands. Don't think the referee's got any other option. Yes, there's not much he can do about it, but once his hands went up there, it was always going to be dangerous. There it is. I think the referee's absolutely right in the end. It wouldn't have been particularly dangerous because the ball would just have gone to Kelleher. Yep, you're absolutely right. Penalty.
This could be one of the biggest moments of this round of the FA Cup.
Now, I've seen Kelleher made 1 or 2 really good penalty saves. He has been in goal or in shootouts. Got to make one here for Liverpool.
He saved from Kylian Mbappe earlier this season, saved 3 of the 4 kicks he's faced this year. Huge moment now for Plymouth Argyle, and in from Ryan Harding. It could be one of the greatest moments in the modern history of the FA Cup if they can hold on to it, because Plymouth Argyle, bottom of the Championship, lead currently the top team in Europe, Liverpool, by 1-0.
Well, he came on last week and scored a couple of goals in their win against West Brom, and that was a good penalty. Sends Kelleher the wrong way. Kelleher is good from spot kicks, but no chance with that one. He actually wraps his foot round it and bends it into the other corner. No, it's not in the corner. It's an easy finish for him, and a good finish. What a cup tie we've got on our hands here now.
Well, they made it so difficult for Liverpool when they last met in the Cup. At Anfield they drew 0-0 in 2017 in the 3rd round. Liverpool only won here at Home Park, 1-0, but it's even more difficult for them here now. A rude awakening for the Premier League leaders. Ryan Harding hasn't scored many this season. That's only his 3rd goal in 20 games, and 2 of them came against West Brom. He's won that back, and it's cleared away by Talovierov. First shot on target has resulted in the opening goal.
More attempts in Liverpool, 7-3. Playing as a centre forward, he's playing, describe it, through the inside right position. Excited, aren't they, the home fans? Very poor season for them. It'll be on the change here.
They're in round 4 for the 4th time in 5 years. The last time they went beyond it was 2007. Round 6 and Watford beat them. They've only been in round 5 twice since they epically reached the semi-final in '84. Right climbs out by Tsimikas. Now here's Diaz. Jota's made the run ahead of him. Elliott. Use of handball from the Plymouth fans as the ball rose up and hit him again. Slipped under his foot. Shot from Chiesa.
Suddenly a bit of urgency from Liverpool. They've got to play at a higher tempo. They've got to get the ball forward into the front players a bit quicker, with a bit more quality. He's dragging his shot wide. Another good effort in the end from the Italian.
Chance for him to remind the manager what he can do, as you were saying earlier. And for Luis Diaz, who's been on the outside looking in a little bit as Nunez starts warming up. Chances for Elliott and Jota, and less so Tsimikas and Quanta.
The centre halves, I think. Coelho.
His left leg. They just have never got into any sort of rhythm, have they, Liverpool?
None whatsoever. surprised that they are thinking about bringing Nunez on. They need some sort of front target man, somebody who can hold the ball up, and allow others to join. Chance for both coaches to have a chat with their players.
A long way to go in this, but people will still remember when Wrexham beat the then champions of the land, Arsenal, beat them 1-0. When, of course, Hereford knocked out Newcastle with Ronnie Radford's goal, and in recent years have been upsets. Sutton, Crawley have created them. I was at Ellen Road when Bristol City went up to Don Reevy's unbeaten side and won 1-0 on a Tuesday afternoon. And the miners' strike meant there was no floodlights. Games had to be played in the afternoon. That was a huge shock at the time.
Also, Colchester United when they won 3-2 against Leeds, when Leeds were the team of England at the time.
All massive shocks, but this would be right up there. Nunez is going to come on.
So work with one or two commentators that support York City. I was playing for Arsenal at the time when York City beat Arsenal 1-0. On a frozen pitch. That's our excuse anyway.
Up goes Mabaya, who came on in the first half. Shy of the hour, he's replaced by Nunez. Needs, must. Need more oomph, Liverpool. And Nunez, we know, yes, he misses chances, but he'll put in a shift because he always does. Made by Quansah. Almost gone back to right back where he started the game. Callum Wright will take him on. Slipped.
He had to do something, Arne Slot, to change the course of this game. Seems okay, doesn't he? Fuelo.
Sasimikas. Jota's now gone for Liverpool.
Jota is playing short of Nunez, Harvey Elliott.
Slotted into a sort of inverted fullback role.
The work rate of Plymouth Argyle's players has been excellent. As Hardy chasing back, he's done a good job for his team. Not so much on the ball, but the defensive side of the game when Tsimikas had tried to get forward.
He only wants it. Here's Tsimikas. On Quansah at the back. More on one side, the inverted fullback. Tsimikas on the other. One back by Wright. Free kick to Plymouth. Frustration there all over. Trainioni. The decision for handball by Elliott gives Plymouth this lead into the last half hour. They look concerned. Quadruple dream could die here today at Plymouth Park. Odds were shortening against them winning all four. Adam Randall will take the free kick as he does from these deep positions. Played in that defeat by Leeds last year. Oh, that's come off Tsimikas, and he's hit the bottom of the post, I think, there. Ryan Hardy.
Well, it's a free kick played into the dangerous area. There's the header by centre-half Katic. Thought he was offside when he received the ball. That's not what the referee gave. And might also come off the foot of Kelleher onto the post. Big chance for Plymouth.
Well, it's given. And a second goal here would leave the Premier League leaders teetering on the brink. So Mateusz Pukac will take the corner kick. Fuelo could make an impact on the far post. He's aimed in that general area, comes up to right, that's always climbing.
I think that's a waste when a player tries to strike it, but it's not really there to be struck. Bouncing ball, just help it back into the danger area, put more pressure, make Liverpool defend it. It's a mistake by Tsimikas to start with.
He looked offside, didn't he?
He was offside when the ball was headed to him, but the referee wasn't going to give it, the assistant wasn't going to give it.
The assistants have had the safety net of VAR for the last 2 or 3 years. Not all of them, I mean, these aren't experienced Premier League assistants we've got. They have had that safety net where they don't need to make instantaneous decisions. I wonder if that's affecting them now when they go to games where there's no VAR. He's training on. Just got there and gets it back to Kelleher.
He's not blessed with great pace, Endo.
A couple more years on his deal at Liverpool through the June 2017. Much made to celebrate your 32nd birthday. Diaz, too high for Chiesa. Get Chiesa fizzing. Look at a real player at the moment. Chiesa looks like a rather flat version of his former self.
So he's lost a bit of confidence. Those injuries that he's had, and not really starting his career at Liverpool particularly well.
He played 284 minutes for the club before today. Stop. Here's Diaz to take on Soranolo, who's done a very good job against him. Ponce steps in. Endo. Protecting with a 4 ahead of the 5. Elliott trying to buzz, trying to bring some energy into Liverpool. Trainioni. They've looked short of ideas in the final third.
What they now have is a player that can win balls in the air in Nunez. They do go that little bit longer, and they do get more crosses into the box. Looks like he's struggling here.
He went down, what, 10 minutes ago, Stuart? Julio Pleguezuelo. May mean they need to change. He started the last 8 games. He has been picked by Miran Muslic for all of his 6 games in charge. A change. A new player who can play centre back in Victor Poulsen, an Icelandic international who didn't start his career but was a Liverpool player. He might come on.
Here's the handball again. Arms are up. And the finish from Hardy was a good one. Much to the delight of that young girl.
What a moment for him. He's done the hard miles in the game as Ryan Hardy, the Scottish under-21 international. It's the end of the day for Pleguezuelo. But it will be Poulsen who comes on. In the summer from Eupen in Belgium. He started 7 of the last 8 games. He was at Liverpool from 2009 through to 2011. So that on loan several times. Made his way through Hibs and clubs in the United States of America, the Netherlands, Sweden, Switzerland, Germany. And, was at DC United. Wayne Rooney recommended him to Plymouth. Injuries have really hindered him this year.
It's a straight swap. He's coming onto that left-hand side of the back three.
Ball into Nunez. Tsimikas. And that sort of sums up Liverpool's day as we approach the midway mark of the second half, and they're 1-0 down at the Championship's basement club.
There you saw the big diagonal come from the right-hand side, and Nunez won the ball in the air. Other players can then get round the knockdown. It means they can play the game higher up the field, which has been the problem for Liverpool in the game so far. It's been inspiring for those travelling fans.
A lot of them have made the long journey down. As it looks long, looks for Plymouth, who's always like to win those in the air. Big 6-footer. Looking there at Nunez, top of the game from Benfica, Liverpool, the Champions League. Bundu at the other end has played for clubs like Newquay, Hartbury College. That was his first club in English football when he came across. Andorra, the club, not the country. Much travel, the Sierra Leone striker. Different world, different story. FA Cup brimful of great stories. Since the goal, possession has been again dominated by Liverpool, but they've done very little with it. Leone's won it back. Tigers might have got fouled by Bundu after the ball had gone. It's going to be a yellow here.
Bundu could be in a bit of trouble by the looks of it, the way he's got his arm up in the air. He's trying to win a corner, and then he just steps on the foot of Leone. That's why he got the yellow card.
Premier League referee Sam Barrett. Handful is Bundu. He was an FA Vase runner-up when he was at Hereford back in 2016. Angled by Endo. Dealer's been kept very quiet. They love Talavera up here, don't they? He loves that exact mates.
Fans always like a skillful player, but they also like somebody that's determined, gets stuck in, shows his emotions. He's done that in the game so far.
Elliott. Now young McConnell. Elliott. High crossing away by Talavera again. Bundu with the touchdown. Kiabi played out. Here's Endo. Back to Leone. Everything is working for Liverpool. An effort on target in the second half. Right now for Plymouth. All the way through. Great urgency for Tsimikas as he came across to pick up possession.
Hardy does that well when Bundu is out the penalty box. He makes his run to ensure that there is a presence in there. Wasn't that far away from him.
Diaz is fouled.
Substitution now for Plymouth.
Bundu feeling the effects of that last injury, maybe because he's on a yellow card. Physical player is going off. Plymouth comes Mohamed Tijani. And there's the other player going off, the experienced man in midfield. Boateng is coming on, one of their recent signings. Came in January. From Crystal Palace, though he'd been at Hearts on loan this season, played in the Europa League and the European Conference for them. He's only 22, the Londoner. He's a defensive midfield player. He'll come on for Randall. This is Plymouth debut. It's a chance here for Diaz. Really great block in there. Terrific block.
And first bit of good play from Chiesa. What a good pass that was, but there's the man that got the block in, Sorinola. This play from Chiesa ticks out a really good pass. Diaz coming across. The wing-back went with him, and it's a brilliant block. Combination of both the centre-half and Sorinola.
See Tijani there wearing 26, he'll be their out ball now. 6'4" Nigerian under-20 international. He's on loan from Slavia Prague. Endo. Liverpool have 17 minutes to rescue the quadruple dream. Tsimikas. Away by Nioni. Chiesa brought it down decently, but then it was well read by Pugac. O'Connell. A fine block in there by Katic. Every challenge they make, every time they win the ball, it's as if they've won the cup itself.
Yeah, Giavi wanted a free kick there. O'Connell does well. Trying to get it back into the 6-yard box rather than going for goal. Let's have a look here. I think he was looking for the cutback, but well defended.
Corner kick for Liverpool for the second time in the game. Nunez might be a danger at the near post. Headed up by Talavera. Right back defending. Lands to the pump. Chiesa did well. Diaz. Here's Elliott. High bounce on the ball. Wasn't the best of controlled passes in. And Talavera drew the foul.
Did well to win the free kick there. Katic has got a couple of good headers in, good blocks. He's toothless at the moment, but he's playing well.
One looks is about to be replaced by another here. And he goes off. And Trent Doherty comes on for his debut in the Liverpool shirt. He's 18. Signed from Derry a couple of years ago. And there it goes in by Elliott. And again Plymouth come right up to Pugac. Away by McConnell. He normally plays in a wide position. We'll see where he goes. They look for Nunez. See what he was trying to do. Full the touch on the goalkeeper about. Diaz. Chiesa's come to the left-hand side. Doherty going on the far side.
Sorinola has done really well.
Very touched by Constant. If I had to say to you, pick a Liverpool player who's played well,
He'd struggle, he really would. Endo has done nothing wrong. He's passed it quite nicely. He's tried to play a couple of forward passes. He defended quite well. Apart from him, look around, there's not been a decent performance from any Liverpool player that's affected the game. It's all been a bit too nicey-nicey.
Here's Harding. His penalty separates the sides. to Mateusz Puchac. Deflected on through, corner ball for Plymouth.
Just listen to the noise inside this stadium at the moment. Every challenge, every pass that they get right is being cheered on here. Can they make it count from this set play? Centre backs are up.
Talavera on the edge of the penalty area. Katic is in there as well. Both 6-footers. Boateng is in the mix. There's big Mohamed Tijani. He's the screen for Talavierov's run. Puchac with the corner kick. Good header away. Good jump by Jota. He's got a good leap on him. He's only, what, 5'10". Tall by today's standards. There's Trent Doherty. Jota making the forward run. Fouled, I think, by Sorano. With his wrong foot in the challenge. Yellow card.
Good play by Jota. Headed it away when the corner came in, then makes break down that right-hand side. Good energy. Sorano coming across. Decided to go with the outside of his right boot. Didn't quite get it. Just there. Clearly a foul and clearly a yellow card as well. Jota just a bit too quick for him on that occasion.
With stoppage time, there could be about 16-17 minutes to go. But Liverpool, with their quality, may only take a second to break a few hearts. So Mateusz Puchac with the free kick for Tsimikas with the free kick for 11 minutes to go. He's still smiling there, aren't he, Slot? Waste. Easily gathered by Conor Hassel, but what a waste.
Too much on it. Nobody really wanted to attack it either. They saw that it had too much on it, so almost gave up on it, some of the Liverpool players. Good goalkeeping from Hazard.
He's made a comfortable save from McConnell's first half effort, and he hasn't had to save another shot. Diagonal. Wide to Chiesa. Tsimikas on the overlap. Well played. Went to meet the cross at the near post. Was once again Katic.
And that was better from Liverpool. Big switch of play, 2v1. Timing of the pass from Chiesa was excellent.
There's Hardy, the goal scorer. Hugely popular character here. There's speculation that he'd leave the club last year, but he stayed on. Over 100 goals in his career, always has to be respected. Michael Obafemi comes on, player he's on loan from Burnley. He can play through the middle as a second forward, right hand side. That's where Hardy's been playing.
And that's exactly where he's gone.
A bit of push there from Nunez. Would have been a foul there. The referee says go on. Chiesa. There for Diaz, and again, look what it means. Every time they win a ball, this is the team bottom of the championship.
They're suggesting there's a couple of fouls. There might have been a push there, then a slightly high boot. The referee didn't give it. To try to get it into that near post zone. Just increasing the tempo now, Liverpool, as they need to do.
Chiesa bends it in, not good enough. It's again in there by Talavera. Outstanding game he's played. Chiesa, that's a great ball to the far post. And it wouldn't go in. Quanta was up, stabbed out a foot, stretched. not quite enough.
Yeah, much better from Chiesa, not that one. As well to bring it back under control here. And then whips it into a really good area. Quansah's trying to get round the back of his marker. Just about does enough. The centre forward who's come on, Tijani. Oh, he's inches away, isn't he? Quansah.
Couldn't quite stretch enough. 6'3" he is. Away by Pukac, the home side. They look for Tijani up front. Scooped by Boateng. Marco Giabi. Still going. Tijani. Femi's on the right corner of the penalty area. Boateng looks left. Here's right now to Timoteus Pukac. High looking for Tijani. Endo heads it away. Right steps inside. Endo again. 7 minutes to go. Plymouth on the verge of an historic win. Jota's got away. Dangerous cross through the middle.
Well, he won the battle with that big diagonal that was played out to him. Sorry, no, I wasn't looking at the ball. It's a poor bit of defensive play for someone who has played really well. That's all he's trying to do, just hit it across the 6-yard box, hoping that somebody would get in there. Nunez the closest to it.
Both part of a Liverpool 11 out there that cost the club 215 million. The Plymouth 11 out there cost just over 2 million. And the home fans want a free kick for the challenge there on Michael Obafemi, not given. And the former Southampton and Swansea and Burnley man, lone spell at Millwall, didn't he? Last season, comes across to this near side again to protect. That's the job now. Protect the lead in the last 5.5 minutes. Quansah stepping out. Flicked on by McConnell. Nunez fired it fiercely.
Well, Quansah did well there, coming out with the ball. Broke the lines, and eventually the ball comes to Nunez, who's got to go across the goalkeeper. Across it, look at Diaz, he was free in the box. What a good finish. The Uruguayan. What an achievement it will be for this man if they do win the game here. It's really well before the game, I thought.
It would have a galvanising effect on their hopes of staying in the Championship. They play Millwall. We're also through to the last 16 of this competition with a very good win at Leeds. Here's Tsimikas and Chiesa. Back to Tsimikas again. Still going. With the challenge. It's astonishing, isn't it?
Well, he's certainly done well. Sorry, Nola started to lose 1 or 2 of the battles, and he's just gone down with cramp here. As you can imagine, some of these players are working so hard for Plymouth Argyle. Used a lot of nervous energy before the game as well.
He's a Ukraine international. All the Ukraine players playing around Europe are men on a mission every time they play. It's a statement performance on behalf of their war-torn country.
I would suggest that sorry, Nola is struggling slightly.
In a way, he's barely walking, scarcely limping. We've seen something between Quansah and Tijani. I think he's refereed the game very sensibly.
Tijani's got to be careful, he's getting a warning here. That previous ball that was played in when they were battling against each other, Tijani was holding the shirt of Quansah.
Played any football since September. Tijani out of the side, not fit, maybe rusty. Tsimikas with the corner kick, that's well met in there by Katic, what a game he's had at the back for Plymouth. Chopped in by Elliott. Two protecting midfield outlet now. Diaby and Boateng. Ring fence that defence. Look at the number of green shirts back, and Liverpool find a way through over Plukac's Nunez. 3 minutes and counting. Is that offside? In comes across, Chiesa tries to stretch him, bringing it down, and it's hooked away by Obafemi all the way back there defending. Out by Talavera, old school this is. Now Tijani closes down on it. Elliott was the last man back, Endo. Out by Obafemi.
Some anxious moments now for Muzlic.
Liverpool's passing accuracy is normally a lot higher than that. Gonza, the young Trent Doherty. Cleared away by Pukac. So many strong performances in this Plymouth side. 15 heroes they've had today. Obafemi gets it out. Boomed clear, anywhere will do in these last 2 minutes. They'll fear the stoppage time. LED lit signal going up. Elliott hits long, that's most unlike Liverpool, taken away from the goalkeeper there by Katic and driven wide. What a chance it was. Argument between Katic and the goalkeeper, but it was an opportunity that came to young James McConnell as he fired wide.
Well, the goalkeeper, I presume, shouted for it, but Katic took it on himself. That's why they had the big row. I think he's saying to Katic, listen to me, but with the noise inside this stadium at the moment, it must have been hard for him to hear what was said. But it was a chance, big chance for McConnell.
Wide it goes, and therein has the quadruple dream gone. Talavera plays peacemaker in his own inimitable style. And if Hazard keeps a fourth clean sheet this season,
he gets the yellow card.
The great days.
Yeah, Hazard's just got a yellow card for what the referee thought was time wasted. I'm not sure that was the case.
With the cautions and a couple of injuries, goal celebrations, I'm hearing there will be a minimum of 8 minutes. We'll wait till that's confirmed.
That seems a lot to me.
Yeah, and me. Here's Jota. Diaz. Defensive third packed with green shirts. Elliott in the box. Can they hold out? Brilliant header away by Talavera. Now here's Tijani. Needs to be careful. Needs to be precise. It's right back there defending in the right full-back position. Tsimikas. Chiesa. Liverpool don't want Nunez out there. They want him in the box. Tsimikas, no way through. It's offside.
The offside, Tsimikas. 9 minutes.
Well. I'm not too sure where that's come from, Stuart.
No.
We've had what? We've had seven substitutions, haven't we? We've had 4 cautions. We had the 1 goal celebration. And another minute has been added on for the yellow card for Conor Hazard, I gather. And all of a sudden, those 9 minutes will seem like a lifetime to some of these Plymouth players. Here's Obafemi. Marco Diaby. Now Pukac. Can they get something out of Soranola on that far side? He can barely run, Soranola. He tries to close down on Quansah. They've got Wright filling in defence now. Blocked and should be picked up here and is by Boateng to Tijani. Not the best of passes back. Diaby protected the ball. Wright being chased by McConnell. Cross flashes to the far post. Big chance. Tijani was there. Oh, that would have settled it. Elliott got the block. That would have settled it.
Well, superb play from Wright, wasn't it? He thought about running it into the corner. He did the next best thing, or the best thing, was to whip a cross in for that man there. It's Elliott that gets in the way of it. I'm not sure it would have beaten Kelleher. It's a big chance. Heads it into the ground.
They've had their substitution windows. That's a great effort and a brilliant save. What a save by Conor Hazard to protect the 1-0 lead against Liverpool.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant from Conor Hazard. He hasn't had too much to do. To say it's a really good volley from Jota.
Here's Tsimikas with the corner kick. Plymouth are virtually playing with 10 because of Soronola's injury. Chiesa. Soronola's gone down again. He thinks he was fouled. He's in the walls, that's for sure. So saying they've had their substitution windows. They can't make another change. Young Doherty. Chiesa. Away the diving header by Tijani. Elliott, cultured chip into the box and away through. Time is standing still for a lot of these young Plymouth supporters in there.
They've just got to be careful. One or two of the Plymouth players, there's the save again. It's a good one, two-handed. One or two of the Plymouth players were celebrating the ball going out of play there. Two centre-halves were cuddling each other. There's still at least 5 minutes to play.
What great spirit about Plymouth. It's always been a spirited club, even when they were in the doldrums.
Could he be the match winner? Really good penalty he took. It looked like missing, did he? He took it with such confidence.
Where Luis Diaz is, right at the back, picking it up. The 18-year-old Doherty, and now Endo on his birthday. Tsimikas to Chiesa, looks better on this left-hand side. Certainly energised. It's not a good ball in. Talavera needs to get rid of it. Tijani needed to hold it up. Not a time for flicks and tricks. Still an eternity to go for Plymouth to hold on and Liverpool to come back and take us to extra time. Elliott. Diaz with the chip in there. Once again, Talavera climbs, but it drops to Chiesa. Good block back there by Wright. Katic flings himself at it. What an impact those two have made since coming in last month. Here's Chiesa. Tried to nutmeg Wright, was having none of that. But the clearance was ill-advised. Endo is there. Tsimikas. One back by Tijani. And strongly by McConnell. Chiesa cuts inside, pops the cross to the far post. And looks exasperated.
Well, it needed a better cross. He bought himself that bit of space. He's had a smile on his face for much of the game, hasn't he, Muslic?
Well, on his bench he's got the coach of Plymouth, Kevin Nanskadel. He's been caretaker here 5 times, played for the club. And that lady there's probably been there, seen that, been there, seen it all, bought the t-shirt. Here's Obafemi. Again, not at this stage. Manager will fume if Liverpool score from this.
Tijani was in an offside position. He's got to work harder, Tijani. He hasn't been on that long to get himself back on side so he can make that run into the corner.
It's by Quansah, the big boot forward there by Callum Wright. Elliott's played it short. Swept forward by Sorinola. What a hero he'll be if they hold on to this. Under 2 minutes to go. Nunez comes to meet it. Out by Victor Paulsen. No one gave them a chance at Brentford in round 3. They deservedly won 1-0. They're deservedly ahead here. They're flinging themselves into challenges, but it was a bit rash by Talavierov.
Tijani again, he held the play up and then passed it back into a dangerous area, and that's why he had to make the challenge. It's a last gasp challenge. Desperate to win the ball. Won the ball, but he probably had to go through the player to get there.
And so they have to defend a set piece. And that'll also add probably 30 seconds to stoppage time. We've got at least a minute of that to go. Kostas Tsimikas will take the free kick. Tijani back defending. Well, they're all back defending and Kelleher's up. Can he rescue Liverpool? One of the most dramatic FA Cup ties in recent years, this. Are we on the verge of one of the greatest shocks in the competition's history? Tsimikas into the box, glance through, back across by McConnell. Nunez! Oh, what a save! What a save! That is sensational. Connor has it. He's written a page for himself in Plymouth's history books.
Well, it's a good header back into the danger area. They've got 3 men at the far post. Could he get above it, Nunez? But it's a good save from that man.
2 magnificent saves from him. Can Liverpool rescue it? In comes the cross, it's Kelleher! Goalkeeper to goalkeeper. Hero of the hour. Probably just made himself man of the match. Seconds to go. What a shot! Perhaps the greatest of modern times. Plymouth, bottom of the Championship, have beaten the quadruple chasing Premier League leaders. European Champions League group stage